With two of the big four banks hiking their mortgage rates in the last 48 hours, the dream of owning a home seems to be becoming more unattainable for some Australians. Addressing housing affordability will be a central theme of the federal budget come May. But a proposal to scrap state-based stamp duty is getting attention today. From Canberra, political reporter Matthew Doran.
Second time before you let it go.
It's a familiar weekend call heard right across the country. Just as common as the complaint that home ownership, particularly for first-time buyers, is out of reach.
It's pretty brutal.
It's very difficult to get into the market.
The Parliamentary Budget Office has costed a proposal from the Greens to swap stamp duty for a broad-based land tax. Rather than forking out tens of thousands of dollars the moment a property is purchased, the plan involves homeowners paying a yearly tax on their newly purchased property.
That sounds very appealing. Yeah, I'm sold, basically.
At the moment, stamp duty accounts for about $19 billion of revenues nationwide across all the different states.
To fully fund scrapping that duty, land tax would be calculated on the value of a house.
Given the median house price in Melbourne is somewhere around $900,000, you're talking about maybe $2,400 to $2,700 for the average homeowner in Melbourne. And in Sydney, you'd be looking a little bit north of $3,000.
In cities like Adelaide and Perth, that would drop to around $1,500 a year. Because the land tax would only be applied to newly sold properties, there'd be a lag before the states started earning as much as they would from stamp duty. The green solution? The Commonwealth should step in and loan their counterparts the cash to keep them afloat until revenue rises in 2030. Those loans would peak at a cost of $800 million in 2020. The federal opposition argues there's only one way to clean up the system.
When you talk about housing affordability from a federal perspective, the £100 gorilla in the room is negative gearing and the capital gains tax discount.
The Victorian and ACT governments have already started changing their stamp duty regimes, but getting other states on board could prove more tricky considering how much money it brings in the short term. We know that housing affordability measures will be in the federal budget, but the Treasurer Scott Morrison won't speculate on the detail.
In housing, we don't think there is any one measure. There's a range of measures that are needed, particularly if we're to get more affordable housing.
So the success of any bid to solve the complex issue
Congratulations there, guys.
will only be seen at auctions after the May budget. Matthew Doran, ABC News, Canberra.